We are just 9 days away from WrestleMania, but tonight, we're in Beantown, Boston, Massachusetts, inside a capacity TD Garden for Thursday Night SmackDown. And we take you back to last week. John Cena, victorious over Austin Theory in the main event, only to be ambushed by Imperium's Ludwig Kaiser. Cena awaits a battle with Gunther at WrestleMania, where Cena's career will be on the line. Last week, he was put through the wood of the table by Kaiser inside of the squared circle. The fight from 7 nights ago gets taken right here to Boston tonight. It is a Boston street fight as the franchise John Cena goes one-on-one with Imperium's Kaiser. Less than an hour from here in West Newbury, John Cena grew up. Tonight he is on home soil. Will this be the final time participating in Boston? John Cena is back and he's in the main event in a Boston street fight. A lot of writing on tonight's main event, but there is so much writing on the World Heavyweight Championship matchup in just 9 nights in Lincoln Financial Field. And one of the 2 challengers that awaits Drew McIntyre in the triple threat matchup for the World Heavyweight Gold approaches the ring now. The former champion, the 2024 King of the Ring winner, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 220 pounds, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
It was just last Saturday night in Chicago that Cody Rhodes defeated Ilya Dragunov at Saturday night's main event. Some massive momentum heading in to WrestleMania. And in just 9 nights, Cody Rhodes, as well as the Royal Rumble match winner, the Mad Dragon, Ilya Dragunov, will both have their opportunity to take down Drew McIntyre, both seeking retribution, both seeking the World Heavyweight Championship. That triple threat matchup will main event in Philadelphia on WrestleMania Saturday. But tonight, the American Nightmare's got a score to settle with one of Drew McIntyre's running buddies, the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus.
And his opponent from Dublin, Ireland, weighing in at 267 pounds, the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus.
We want to take you back to 2 weeks ago on SmackDown, where Cody Rhodes had challenged Drew McIntyre for the World Heavyweight title. McIntyre had fled the scene and left Cody Rhodes wide open to an ambush by the Celtic Warrior. Sheamus beating down the American Nightmare inside the ring, but Cody Rhodes, fueled with adrenaline, fought back and laid out Sheamus at ringside with a hat trick of crossroads. Of course, the result of that night is what catapulted Cody Rhodes into the World Heavyweight Championship match at WrestleMania, making it a triple threat affair. But on the road to WrestleMania, Cody runs into a bruising challenge in the Celtic Warrior. Sheamus is certainly familiar with a Royal Rumble match winner in Ilya Dragunov, a series of matches dating back to the fall, and most recently at the Elimination Chamber, a brutalizing Falls Count Anywhere matchup that was won by the Tsar himself. But tonight here on SmackDown, Sheamus is going to have his hands full with what I'm sure is a very motivated American Nightmare. Cody Rhodes seeking retribution over Drew McIntyre for all the ambushes, all the beatdowns that McIntyre has bestowed upon Cody, dating all the way back to last summer. And of course, on top of all that, what happened at the Royal Rumble this past January. Cody Rhodes had a hope and a prayer of making it to WrestleMania, and luckily he will. But of course, there was a neck sprain after a pile driver through the announce table. Cody Rhodes was left bloodied. McIntyre had took away the World Heavyweight Championship. That is what Cody is going to get back at McIntyre for come WrestleMania. Of course, there is Ilya Dragunov also standing in Cody Rhodes' way to the top of the kingdom. Rhodes brings this kind of fight to Philadelphia. He sure is going to have a great chance at leaving with the big gold belt. All over Sheamus since the opening bell. As we mentioned, it was last Saturday night in Chicago. Saturday night's main event. Cody Rhodes, Ilya Dragunov one-on-one for only the second time ever. And Cody Rhodes has gone now 2 for 2 against Dragunov. And albeit we said it this past Saturday, Cody Rhodes has shown that it is not an easy task to keep down Ilya Dragunov himself. Although Cody has gotten the result, although he has gotten the pinfall, it has almost seemed like Rhodes has just barely survived Ilya Dragunov, not even just this past Saturday in Chicago, but dating all the way back to last June in the King of the Ring semifinal. Rhodes knows just how tough his opponents are for WrestleMania, and he knows just how tough his opponent is in Sheamus tonight. Sheamus, somebody who credits his best friend Drew McIntyre for helping him rediscover his edge after Sheamus was drafted to SmackDown and really found himself in a slump last spring and summer. Drew McIntyre bringing out a fiery side in the Celtic Warrior, a side that Sheamus was once WWE champion with. Now Sheamus is just looking to soften up Cody Rhodes 9 nights before Rhodes participates in an Anything Goes triple threat match at WrestleMania. I'm sure Sheamus would love to do one good by Drew McIntyre, and I'm sure McIntyre is grinning from ear to ear watching Sheamus bestow this beatdown on one of his WrestleMania challengers. Cody Rhodes nearly winning the World Heavyweight Championship from Drew McIntyre a couple of weeks ago on the SmackDown after the Elimination Chamber. McIntyre getting frustrated, unable to put Cody Rhodes away, started fleeing ringside. And of course, again, it was Sheamus who ambushed Cody Rhodes, causing the disqualification, ultimately screwing Rhodes out of his World Championship rematch on that night. Can't say Cody Rhodes doesn't have a valid take and a valid reason for being added to the World Heavyweight Championship match at WrestleMania. Ilya Dragunov, Royal Rumble match winner, and a hell of a lot of history with Drew McIntyre, no doubt about it. But Cody Rhodes right there in the running to try to get his hands on Drew. And if this keeps up, Cody Rhodes is going to be entering Philadelphia a wounded individual. Sheamus all over one of the challengers. Cody able to survive. Cody Rhodes, Ilya Dragunov, they may have been opponents this past Saturday. They may be opponents a week from Saturday at WrestleMania. Loads of respect between those two individuals. They have fought side by side numerous times here on SmackDown. They have fought Imperium going back to last summer. Of course, the battles with Drew McIntyre and Sheamus go all the way back to the fall. Rhodes and Ilya even handed A-Town Down Under, the former Tandem, a victory right here on SmackDown. Cody and Ilya have worked well as a unit. Become WrestleMania, they are opponents, and they are both striving for the same end goal of being World Heavyweight Champion. Cody now off the double springboard, takes Sheamus off his feet. Rhodes now hustled up into the cover, trying to rally here in Boston. And Sheamus going to survive. Again, ladies and gentlemen, we are less than an hour from where John Cena grew up in West Newbury. Cena now here in Boston tonight. May be his final match on home soil, but that is later. This is now off the vertebreaker. Cody Rhodes nearly putting Sheamus away. Tonight certainly going to be bookended by two pivotal matchups on the road to WrestleMania. You got Cody Rhodes trying to keep his momentum sky high, especially after that victory over Ilya Dragunov this past Saturday. Of course, later tonight, you got John Cena in that Boston street fight against Ludwig Kaiser. Cena 9 nights from putting his 20-plus year career on the line against Gunther at WrestleMania. Meanwhile, Cody muscling up Sheamus, suplex to the outside. My goodness! And we saw Rhodes use that same maneuver, put his body in harm's way against Dragunov this past Saturday. It ultimately benefited Cody. And now back inside the ring, pedigree! And I got a feeling that's all she wrote. Or maybe not. The Great White is still breathing. Cody Rhodes throwing caution in the wind with that suplex to the outside, followed up with a pedigree, but just goes to show you the pedigree of Sheamus that he was able to survive and able to kick out. Now Sheamus trying to not only survive, but trying to thrive in this matchup. Creates a little bit of separation. Cody on the shoulders. Down goes the American Nightmare. Sheamus looking to spoil Rhodes' road to WrestleMania, but Cody is still in this fight. The last thing Cody wants is to take a pinfall loss 9 days out from a WrestleMania main event. Sheamus now, what a massive shoulder block. That's got to feel like a ton of bricks just running you over. The heavyweight that is the Great White. Cody Rhodes starting to look worse for wear, as he may have shown his best hands here on Thursday Night SmackDown. Vince has got him back into the corner exactly where he wants him. Cody just fumbling down to the canvas. Nothing you can do that time. There's Cody Rhodes trying to hold on. Shot to the abdominal, creates a little distance. Cody cutter! Last-ditch effort. Rhodes off the cutter. Sheamus gets caught up in the crossroads. Into the cover goes Cody. Cody victorious 9 nights before WrestleMania. Sheamus giving the American Nightmare a fight, doing his damnedest to soften up Cody before he makes the trip to Philadelphia next weekend. But hot off the heels of a win over Ilya Dragunov, now another feather in the cap, a victory over Sheamus. Cody is rolling into Philadelphia for WrestleMania.
Here is your winner, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes was able to topple Gunther's 275-day reign as world champion last summer. Will he be able to topple Drew McIntyre? Oh, wait a minute, speaking of the devil, McIntyre in the ring. Well, we saw this after the matchup this past Saturday night in Chicago. Unfortunately for McIntyre, it did not work out as Cody dropped Drew as well with a crossroads. Oh, and McIntyre with a boot. Well, McIntyre trying to ensure that Cody's confidence does not get too high. Claymore! The World Heavyweight Champion bursting on the scene and spoiling Cody Rhodes' celebration here in Boston, Mass. Cody may be victorious over Sheamus, but he certainly isn't getting the last laugh here tonight on SmackDown, as now he's up against the ropes and McIntyre forcefully making him exit the ring. The World Heavyweight Champion continues to do what he pleases. Meanwhile, the Royal Rumble match winner, Ilya Dragunov, now hits the ring. Ilya's been searching for his pound of flesh since July of last year, and WrestleMania may be his opportunity to finally strike. Dragunov, H-bomb to the champ. McIntyre came out here to spoil Cody's celebration, but all of a sudden, it's Ilya Dragunov getting the last laugh 9 days before WrestleMania main event. McIntyre laid out with a vicious H-bomb as one of the challengers for the World Heavyweight Championship, that being Ilya Dragunov, stands tall here in Boston. Well, the road to WrestleMania continues to heat up, and as announced this past weekend on WrestleMania Sunday, Austin Theory will go one-on-one with Randy Orton. Right now, we want to take a look at the history between these two superstars and what both Theory and Orton are out to gain come Philadelphia. At WrestleMania, the world will bear witness to a clash of generations. The young and brash Austin Theory meets the apex predator, Randy Orton. This is a story built on the back of everything you need to get ahead in this industry. Wins, losses, championships, and a spotlight on the biggest stage. Last summer, Orton aligned himself with A-Town Down Under in battles against common enemies. A trio that hope to regain gold on SmackDown and stand at the top of this business. But when failures began to stack up, Austin Theory made a choice to stand on his own, turning his back on Grayson Waller and ambushing Randy Orton on Halloween night with nothing but violent intentions. Theory took matters into his own hands to try to once again find success. At only 27 years old and 3 years on the main roster, Theory has already collected a reign as a tag team champion, victories over current and future Hall of Famers, as well as a reign as WWE champion. The failures of 2024 set Austin Theory on a new path, one where he looks to gain legendary status all on his own. But the Viper is coiled and ready to strike. Randy Orton is the last person who will let actions go without consequences. Orton once stood in the shoes of Theory. He understands Theory's intentions to take down the superstars of yesterday to build his tomorrow. But Randy Orton is far from done. Nobody knows playing games with legends quite like the man once known as the Legend Killer. Orton has played mind games with Theory, all the while withstanding distractions and assaults from his rival. And come Philadelphia, the Viper looks to strike. Can Austin Theory solidify himself as a top star in WWE today and carve his path to future championship titles? Or will Randy Orton pay back Theory for the assault months ago, all the while reminding the world that his personal story has not reached its final chapter? It is a battle of generations that commences in the city of Philadelphia. It is Austin Theory versus Randy Orton at WrestleMania. Who is going to make their way to the WrestleMania Sunday kickoff show? We are set to find out right here, right now. The LWO's Zelina Vega, the Giant and Nia Jax, and the Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka, battle it out for the right to face Kairi Sane to crown the first ever Women's United States Champion. It was just last week on SmackDown, Kairi Sane victorious over Dakota Kai as well as Alexa Bliss. The other triple threat matchup, Kairi Sane on her way to the WrestleMania Sunday kickoff show that'll be exclusive for Noah Nation Gaming channel members. Hit the join button down below, become a Noah Nation Gaming channel member, punch your ticket to the WrestleMania Saturday and Sunday kickoff show. Gain access to the past library of exclusive live events and upcoming ones as well. Of course, on WrestleMania Saturday, we will crown the first ever Women's Intercontinental Champion, courtesy of Monday Night Raw. That matchup determined this past Monday. Lyra Valkyria set to go one-on-one against Liv Morgan. Now we wait to see who will meet Kairi Sane on the SmackDown side of things on Sunday night in Philadelphia. Asuka, Zelina Vega, Nia Jax. Nia has some recent history with both of these women. During Nia Jax's pursuit of the Women's World Championship against Raquel Rodriguez at the Elimination Chamber, she ran into both of these individuals, both Asuka and Zelina, in the lead up to that contest, and victorious was Nia in both of those occasions. Now Asuka and Zelina Vega, their best bet might be to focus on Nia Jax. Clearly, has been every woman for herself so far, and both Asuka and Zelina Vega want to make sure they get their name in the lights come WrestleMania. And how interesting it could be if Kabuki Warrior representative in Asuka faces her tag team partner in the Sky Pirate Kairi Sane on WrestleMania Sunday. Of course, the night prior, WrestleMania Saturday, Io Sky of the Kabuki Warriors, your Elimination Chamber match winner, will meet Raquel Rodriguez for the Women's World Championship. All the eyes on Asuka at the given moment. Off the hip attack, she nearly puts Zelina Vega away. WrestleMania qualifying matchup. We've seen triple threats across the last 2 weeks on Raw and SmackDown. How chaotic and unpredictable they can be. Asuka looking to take advantage of the rules. We might want to hold that thought as Nia Jax nearly puts Zelina Vega through the canvas that time. An exciting night already here at the Capacity TV Garden in Boston, Mass. Still to come, the Boston Street Fight in your main event, as Imperium's Ludwig Kaiser will take on the franchise John Cena. Plus, Women's World Champion Raquel Rodriguez is in the house, set for action, and Rey Mysterio set for a grudge match against Santos Escobar. All that coming up right here on your Thursday night edition of SmackDown. Just 9 nights away from WrestleMania. Of course, next Thursday, WrestleMania weekend technically begins. We will be in the Wells Fargo Center in Philadelphia for the final SmackDown of the season and the final SmackDown before we venture across the street to Lincoln Financial Field for WrestleMania weekend. I cannot believe WrestleMania is nearly already here. Neither can these three women. That is exactly what they are duking it out for at the given moment. Nia Jax sending Asuka from one corner to the other, and that steel chair that Asuka brought in the ring a few moments ago is only coming back to haunt her. Able to pull the rug out from underneath Nia's feet. Zelina Vega trying to get in some plunder. And the Empress of Tomorrow ruling the house at the given moment. Zelina Vega, who's had some championship opportunities in the past. One of the best matches of last year against Roxanne Perez for the Women's World Championship and the Queen of the Ring. Vega, I'm sure, trying to find her way. And holding championship gold. What the hell was that? That was some blue mist or something Asuka just put into the eyes of Nia. It's all over. Well, it's anything goes. It's a triple threat. No countouts, no disqualifications. All we need is a decision. Code red by Vega. Nia into the equation. Oh, Asuka's still in this match. My goodness, first the plunder of the weapons, then the miss right to the eyes. Nearly Vega took advantage, but there's Nia Jax saying enough of the fun, enough of the games. I'm here to destroy. Asuka out of the picture now. Zelina Vega right for the pickings. The Sky Pirate and Kairi Sane, who returned to WWE this past October and has certainly made an impact right here on SmackDown alongside Asuka and Io. Io Sky will be in Philadelphia. Kairi will be in Philadelphia. Will Asuka also be in the city of brotherly love, going one-on-one with her Kabuki Warrior sister in Kairi Sane? Sent into the corner goes Asuka. Nia Jax trying her damnedest to divide and conquer. Easier said than done, but right now she's getting the job done. Oh man, here, Asuka in the corner. Nia eyeing her up. I think we know what Jax has in mind. Annihilator! Well, that is the maneuver that defeated both of these women in singles competition over the last several weeks. Nia with a knockout blow to Vega now. And I think Nia may have pinned the wrong superstar. I would have went for Asuka. This goes to show you how bad these women want to make their trip to the WrestleMania Sunday kickoff show, again exclusive to No Nation Gaming channel members. Zelina Vega once again heading to the outskirts of the squared circle, leaving Asuka and Nia, two women who are absolutely no strangers to each other. Loads of history during their days in NXT. Nia Jax again, slamming Asuka through the canvas. Zelina Vega gonna break things up. There's about 2 times now that Nia might have had the Empress of Tomorrow, but the fight of the First Lady of the LWO is what pushes her forward. They can try to swing that steel chair any means necessary to go to WrestleMania. Into the cover. And Nia Jax certainly not going to allow that. The longer this match progresses, I think the more angry Nia Jax is going to get. Simple as that. My God! A spinning back fist by that giant. Asuka's lights are off. Nia's going to WrestleMania. Nothing you can do about it.
Here is your winner, Nia Jax.
No way Asuka or anybody could survive that blow by Nia Jax. Nia's going to advance to the WrestleMania Sunday kickoff show exclusive for No Nation Gaming channel members. David vs. Goliath. Kairi Sane versus Nia Jax for the Women's United States Championship. We want to switch gears. We want to take you back to some recent history right here on SmackDown. Nathan Frazier and Axiom, the WWE Tag Team Champions, ambushed by the newly aligned Santos Escobar and Andrade just a few weeks back after a victory over Los Garza. That attack by the 2 luchadors setting the stage for a matchup between Escobar and Frazier last week. Axiom and Andrade were kicked out of ringside, but the Emperor of Lucha Libre was able to gain the W. After the matchup, the story progressed as Escobar ambushed Nathan Frazier with a ladder, sending a message to the tag team champions that Escobar and Andrade were coming for the gold. But don't forget about the X Factor of the Latino World Order. All their stories have been intertwined for weeks, and come WrestleMania Saturday, we can confirm the WWE Tag Team titles will be hoisted in the sky in a ladder match. Dragon Lee and Rey Mysterio, Andrade and Santos Escobar, and of course the defending champions in Fraxium. What a way to kick off WrestleMania weekend than with a triangle ladder match for the WWE Tag Team titles. And one of those participants set to do battle right here, right now on SmackDown.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Mexico City, Mexico, weighing in at 200 pounds, Santos Escobar.
Aligned with Andrade, turned his back on the Latino World Order. Santos Escobar goes one-on-one with Rey Mysterio. It's coming up next, right here in Boston. Can't get enough Universe mode? Well, now is your chance to secure a backstage pass to more Universe than ever before. Become a No Nation Gaming channel member and gain entry to exclusive kickoff shows before each and every premium live event. Also, witness bi-monthly house shows that directly affect your episodic viewing of Universe mode. Also, take a peek behind the curtain and see how Universe mode is brought to life each and every week. Hit the join button down below, become a Backstage Pass No Nation Gaming channel member, and get your front row seat to more Universe than ever before. On the road to WrestleMania, the master of the 619, the Hall of Famer, seeks an ounce of payback against a man who stabbed the LWO in the back. From partners, to friends, to champions, to rivals, Mysterio clashes with Escobar.
And his opponent, representing the LWO from San Diego, California, weighing in at 175 pounds, Rey
Well, you'll take notice that Andrade did not accompany Santos Escobar to the ring tonight, nor did any member of the LWO walk down here with Rey Mysterio after the interference by Andrade and Axiom last week in that matchup between Santos and Nathan Frazier. All parties banned from ringside in this one-on-one affair. And there is certainly a lot of history over the last few years between Santos Escobar and Rey Mysterio as they lock horns right here, right now on Thursday Night SmackDown. Remember those 2 years ago at WrestleMania? that Rey Mysterio defended the Cruiserweight Championship against Santos Escobar, a man who would ultimately become a 3-time Cruiserweight Champion in the months that followed. Escobar and Rey had an incredible rivalry over the Cruiserweight Championship right here on SmackDown. It's a rivalry that eventually developed mutual respect, and that's respect that eventually developed into a friendship and eventually became the Latino World Order. Along with Cruz del Toro and Joaquin Wilde, Zelina Vega added to the fray. Dragon Lee added to the fray. Rey Mysterio and Santos Escobar fought side by side at last year's WrestleMania in the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic Final against Austin Theory and Grayson Waller. A couple months later in Super SmackDown in Mexico City, Mysterio and Escobar main evented and won the tag team titles together. Santos Escobar believes the second he got injured, which I'll remind you was all thanks to Andrade and Los Garza, and Escobar believes the second he went down with injury back in the fall, Rey Mysterio did not hesitate to replace him with Dragon Lee. Escobar believes that Rey Mysterio is only interested, I should say, in his own career and his own endeavors. My God, Mysterio off the top down to the floor with a splash on Santos. Santos Escobar can believe whatever he wants. Rey Mysterio has given opportunities to Santos Escobar, the same that he's given to Dragon Lee and the rest of the LWO. Rey Mysterio created a family. Santos Escobar stabbed that family in the back. Rey Mysterio throwing caution in the wind, looking to stick it to Santos 9 nights out of the ladder match at WrestleMania. Found out moments ago, it will be Fraxium defending the WWE Tag Team titles against not only Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee, the team that they defeated for the gold, but also Santos Escobar and Andrade. It is a triangle ladder match for the WWE Tag Team titles in Philadelphia on WrestleMania Saturday. It's going to be one hell of a battle. Meanwhile, Santos Escobar trying to rally here against the Hall of Famer. These two men know each other better than anybody. Escobar and Rey, whether they've been rivals, whether they've been partners, have been associated with one another for the better part of 2 years here on SmackDown. And now, once again, their paths cross here tonight. And you got to give Santos Escobar a little bit of credit here. His last 2 singles matches on SmackDown obviously defeated Nathan Frazier last Thursday night and also owns a victory over Dragon Lee just a couple of weeks ago as well. Now Escobar and Andrade looking to take home championship gold, stick it to not only Fraxium, but most importantly the LWO, 2 men that they have had loads of history with and bad blood with. Remember last spring, Andrade was trying to lure Rey Mysterio away from the LWO. Turns out it was Santos Escobar that was the one that was easy to take away from his family. Rey Mysterio looking worse for wear on the top. Santos Escobar in hot pursuit. Rey may be in trouble. Incredible maneuver by Escobar. Like him or not, you got to give the devil his due. I don't think he's done. The Emperor of Lucha Libre scaling the ropes. Santos looking for a little frog splash, and it lands right on the button. And Rey Mysterio still in this matchup, but an incredible combination nonetheless by Escobar. Could be a huge momentum securer for Santos if he can get yet another singles victory in or out to WrestleMania tonight. Mysterio trying to fight back. Santos Escobar not looking to allow it. Reversal for reversal here just goes to show you how well these 2 men know each other. Santos just leveling Rey with that uppercut. Santos may have the master of the 619 exactly where he wants him. Oh, hold on here. Wait a minute. Well, the LWO and Andrade were banned from ringside, but nobody said anything about Fraxium, Nathan Frazier, who was laid out with that ladder last week. Taking Santos' eye off the ball. Here comes Mysterio. We may be in Boston, but Rey taking it to the 619. Springboard, drop of the dime. With a little assist from Nathan Frazier, Rey Mysterio picks up the victory. Well, it will be a triangle ladder match at WrestleMania. Every team for himself, but tonight Fraxium and the LWO stuck it to Santos.
Here's your winner, Rey
Mysterio looking to get back the gold alongside Dragon Lee in 9 nights in WrestleMania. But also going down in Philadelphia, we can confirm as a matchup. Best friends to bitter rivals. Carmelo Hayes will go one-on-one with Trick Williams on WrestleMania Saturday. Right now, we're going to take a look at how this rivalry came to be and how it will be war come Philly.
Everyone stand and watch him deliver.
And when Carmelo Hayes shoots,
I don't miss.
I say, yo, Trick.
That's all it is, man. That's all it's gonna be.
Are you about it?
Oh, I'm about it, about it.
What happened to you, Trick? You went from being my hype man to believing your own hype. Let's talk about it. We weren't building a dynasty. I was, and I allowed you to carry the bricks. But you got greedy.
Hey, question, Cena.
Yeah.
When did you know it was your time?
You wanted to bite the hand that feeds you.
I want that.
you went after something that belonged to me. And at that very moment, I knew I had to do what I had to do.
So, Trick, wherever you at, stay there. Because your 15 minutes is up.
Wait a minute! It's Trick Williams in the house!
Melo, I had your back for years, just for you to stab me in mine. And you gonna pay for that.
For 2 years, Melo, I had your back. With a smile on my face, because that's what brothers do.
Look out, so you can be whatever you want in life, but now I see that was feeding me lies. They're all cops.
Trick, you are not on my level. As a matter of fact, you're not even on the level below me.
Can't stop.
You got you and you got me. It's like 2 Ferraris, but the difference is that only one of us drives like that. What you know about being him?
You were my best friend. You were my brother.
So you wanna go to war, Melo? We're gonna go to my streets. We're going to the city of brotherly love.
We gon' turn it up a notch.
We're gonna go to Philly, the streets I know.
Face the nation and the TV station like a condemnation. You won't break my soul.
There's no turning back now because Trick wants his pound of flesh. And it's up to Trick to figure out how far he's willing to go.
Oh, now we feel it in the air. You can see it in the eyes. We've been down below the north. Now it's time to up.
This one here is personal. Melo, I'm coming for you.
It is going to be one hell of a way to start off WrestleMania weekend with Carmelo Hayes versus Trick Williams.
Trick, you thought it was bad. Imagine what's gonna happen when I have you for 20 plus minutes, the biggest show of the year.
You want a war, Melo? Well, we're gonna go to war. That's all it is. And that's all it's gonna be.
From an oh-so-personal battle to one focused on championship gold, WrestleMania looms in 9 nights, where this woman, the Women's World Champion, will put her title on the line against the Elimination Chamber match winner.
The following is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Rio Grande Valley, Texas, the WWE Women's World Champion, Raquel Rodriguez.
She's got Io Sky at WrestleMania, but she's got her hands full with Dakota Kai coming up live next, right here on Thursday Night SmackDown inside a capacity TD Garden. It's been called the grandest stage of them all, the showcase of the Immortals. And on Saturday, March 8th and Sunday, March 9th, the biggest events of the year will arrive. live from Lincoln Financial Field in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. The superstars of Monday Night Raw and Thursday Night SmackDown will walk down the aisle for a chance to live forever. In these hallowed halls, whose name will be written into the annals of history? Who will stand and deliver? Who will perform their greatest symphonies yet? Who will stand on top of the world's biggest stage as a champion? We find out on Saturday night, March 8th, and Sunday night, March 9th, as Noah Nation Gaming channel memberships proudly present the 2025 WrestleMania! We are back live in Boston, Massachusetts on your Thursday night edition of SmackDown. Dakota Kai set to run things back with the Women's World Champion Raquel Rodriguez. Dakota giving Raquel a run for her money a couple of weeks ago prior to the Elimination Chamber. Dakota Kai looking to put her name into the upper stratosphere here on SmackDown and certainly picking up a victory over the Women's World Champion 9 nights before she headlines WrestleMania. What a way to do so. Women's World Championship will be on the line on WrestleMania Saturday in Lincoln Financial Field. Raquel Rodriguez defends the gold, her second reign as champion. She walks into WrestleMania with, against the Elimination Chamber match winner, the Genius of the Sky, Io Sky. So much history between Raquel and Io dating back to last summer and into the fall. Of course, they were on opposing ends back at War Games in November. Io Sky, I'm sure, has a great respect for Raquel Rodriguez and what she can accomplish and what she has done inside of this ring and vice versa. When the bell sounds at WrestleMania, it is all or nothing in an attempt to leave as Women's World Champion. The spotlight on Dakota Kai right now is just a few weeks prior to the Elimination Chamber. Dakota went one-on-one with Raquel Rodriguez. Might have been a losing effort, but it was an effort nonetheless that turned a lot of heads in the SmackDown locker room. Some may say it's what gave Dakota Kai her spot in the triple threat last week, alongside Alexa Bliss and Kairi Sane. May have been unsuccessful there as well, but Dakota Kai continuing to prove herself on SmackDown. Certainly an upset over Raquel tonight would do wonders for Dakota's career. Could easily put her in line for a Women's World Championship match after our trip to Philadelphia. Raquel Rodriguez may have her mind already on WrestleMania, preparing for Io Sky, trying to get into that WrestleMania mindset. If that is the case, Dakota Kai may have a window of opportunity here. Dakota very aggressive, and why wouldn't she be? In the ring with the world champion, this is the kind of opportunity you don't get every day. Title may not be on the line, but a hell of a lot of reward is. Only a one count that time with the Women's World Champion, Raquel Rodriguez, who was last year's Elimination Chamber match winner, challenged Shayna Baszler for the Women's World title at last year's WrestleMania. Raquel has been to the dance. She has competed for championship gold. And although last year did not go Raquel's way, she has obviously made the most of every opportunity that has come her way. Eventually did defeat Shayna Baszler at Battleground last May to become the Women's World Champion, had retained that gold over not only Asuka as well during her reign, but Io Sky at the King of the Ring event last year. Raquel Rodriguez, of course, was engulfed in a multiple-month rivalry with Roxanne Perez from the summer all the way to January. First SmackDown of the year, Raquel winning back the championship, now runs into a familiar foe at the grandest stage of them all. Dakota Kai getting ragdolled by the champ. Only to kick out at one. Dakota continuing to fight, continuing to hang in there. Raquel Rodriguez trying to rally, does not want to take her rise off of Kai, however. Dakota Kai realizes that the opportunities are starting to surface here on SmackDown, but she's got to get the victories where it matters most if she wants them to continue. Raquel Rodriguez, a powerhouse inside of that ring. Dakota Kai, more of a striker. Contrast in styles here. Raquel looking sharp just as Dakota is, who is going to have enough to keep down the other. Dakota Kai sent to the ropes. Raquel Rodriguez, a little bit of agility that time. Here's the power that we talked about. Dakota Kai trying to hustle to her feet, but walks right into the waiting arms of the Women's World Champion. Ragdoll off the neck breaker. And I don't think Raquel is done just yet. Dakota going for a ride. Tahana bomb. Raquel Rodriguez on her way to WrestleMania with victory in tow. A huge win for the Women's World Champion here tonight on, oh, wait a minute. The #1 contender, Io Sky, drawing a line in the sand. Just as Raquel did a few weeks ago, the stare down once again commences. 9 nights before Raquel Rodriguez defends the Women's World Championship against Io Sky at WrestleMania. What about some of the other championship matches courtesy of SmackDown going down on WrestleMania weekend? The megastar LA Knight has made his mark on the blue brand in recent weeks. He meets Jey Uso for the United States Championship. That's going down on WrestleMania Sunday, just as this match is. Dirty Dominic Mysterio, who took advantage of the interpromotional rules last week, will meet Wes Lee for the Cruiserweight Championship of the World. We move on to some Saturday night contests. Of course, it is the Triangle Ladder match for the WWE Tag Team titles. LWO, Andrade and Escobar, and the defending champions in Fraxium. Main eventing on WrestleMania Saturday, it's the triple threat matchup. The American Nightmare Cody Rhodes, the Mad Dragon Ilya Dragunov, the Scottish Warrior Drew McIntyre. Tension at an all-time high. Stories written miles long. Who's leaving Philly with the gold? And although a championship may not be on the line, John Cena's 20-plus year career is. Gunther looking to take down the Empire, known as the Franchise. One-on-one for the first time ever, Gunther and Cena. But speaking of the Franchise, tonight may be his last night in Boston, and this Monday night may be his final trip to Monday Night Raw on the last Raw of the season. Live from Pittsburgh, John Cena's heading to Raw this Monday night. But we got a main event on hand here tonight on SmackDown, and it's coming up next. Boston Street Fight, Imperium's Ludwig Kaiser, the Franchise John Cena. It's live and in living color. Up next. On the final SmackDown of the season, live from Philadelphia, it is a massive 6-man tag team matchup as Dominic Mysterio teams with Santos Escobar and Andrade to take on the Cruiserweight Champion Wes Lee, Dragon Lee, and Rey Mysterio. It's going down next Thursday night live on SmackDown. But there is still business to attend to in Boston. No countouts, no disqualifications, anything goes in a Boston street fight. I would say this is the bed that Kaiser made, and now he's got to sleep in it. But I have a feeling it may all be by design. Thanks to Imperium and the Ring General, Gunther.
The following contest is an Extreme Rules match. Making his way to the ring, representing Imperium, from Hamburg, Germany, weighing in at 220 pounds, Ludwig Kaiser!
Gunther blames John Cena as the reason he is not heading back to WrestleMania to compete in the main event for the World Heavyweight Championship. Cena eliminated Gunther from the Royal Rumble match. Cena was pinned at the Elimination Chamber by Drew McIntyre, which ultimately costed Gunther a chance to become world champion. Gunther and Cena have been at odds since the month of October, but they have yet to go one-on-one. They finally meet in 9 nights. Gunther is looking to take down the 20-plus year career of John Cena almost as a trophy, as a substitute, instead of competing for championship gold. Tonight, an opportunity for Kaiser to soften up the franchise player. Wait a minute! Look at all of this!
And his opponent from West Newbury, Massachusetts, weighing in at 251 pounds, the greatest of all time, Cena!
Well, I guess Cena opposed that if this may be his last night competing in Boston, he's gonna go out in style. Ladies and gentlemen, the doctor is in. Oh man, what a moment here in Boston. The doctor of thugonomics is on the scene. And I almost feel as the ante has been upped in this Boston street fight. And less than an hour from his hometown of West Newbury, Boston on their feet as Cena is competing on extremely familiar, may as well be home soil. John Cena's career may come to an end in 9 nights at WrestleMania, and if it does, he's gonna go out swinging in style. Cena fired up, Boston on their feet. The street fight against Ludwig Kaiser is underway. Cena no stranger to Kaiser. These two men have met twice before in singles action. Cena victorious both times, most recently just a few weeks back on SmackDown. But Kaiser getting the jump on John 7 nights ago. Cena with a victory over Austin Theory thanks to a little assist by the Apex Predator Randy Orton. Kaiser with the ambush from behind, puts Cena through the table. I am sure all by orders of the ring general Gunther. But Kaiser now, back in action with John Cena, and is looking to make Cena nothing but damaged goods upon his trip to Philadelphia 9 nights. Again, ladies and gentlemen, this is a street fight. There is no countouts, there is no disqualifications. Pinfall or submission must take place inside the ring. But besides that, anything and everything can happen. John Cena entering this style of matchup 9 nights before what may be the biggest match of his 20-plus year career. Certainly a daring task. But here in Boston, Cena certainly wasn't going to deny the fight. Oh! Kaiser using that stop sign all over the flesh of John Cena. I'll tell you, I commend the heart of John Cena. I understand wanting to compete on home soil possibly one last time. He's going to make one more trip to Raw this Monday night. But I don't know if this is a good idea. Before he enters the ring with one of the most dominant superstars in WWE history, that being Gunther at WrestleMania. But Cena looking to come alive and not allow this to be an unsuccessful trip to his home soil. Cena sending Kaiser to the outside. And now John's looking under the ring for a couple of hardware. A little bit of plunder. Cena looking to take out the trash here in TD Garden. Trash can off the head of Kaiser. And Cena may as well have been a home run with the use of a trash can. John Cena donning the Doctor of Thugonomics persona, if you will, as he made his way down the aisle, and certainly a extra aggressive and added edge has come upon John Cena in this street fight tonight. Cena looking to show no mercy to Ludwig Kaiser, especially after Cena was put through the table last Thursday night on SmackDown. Cena now with a kendo stick. Ludwig Kaiser not looking to walk in a disaster that time. Sending John right into the barrier. John Cena trying to get his wits about him, all the while Ludwig Kaiser, I think, has his eye on that very kendo stick. Cena on his feet and runs right in to a weapon by Imperium. The Singapore cane all over the flesh of the franchise. And now Cena grabs it. Off the abdominal of Kaiser, off the back. And now that Singapore cane, kendo stick, whatever you want to call it, broken to a million pieces off the flesh of Ludwig. This is what we expected upon our trip to Boston when this street fight was announced at the top of the hour. And now Cena, underneath the ring, is getting him some hardware. Well, John Cena was put through the table last Thursday night. Cena looking to dish it right back to Kaiser. However, Ludwig looking to stop Cena dead in his tracks. I'll tell you what, Kaiser's best offense here is to just grapple John Cena down to the canvas, slow this matchup down, even though it is a street fight, and take the Boston audience out of this. Silence this crowd. Humble John Cena. You may just have a victory. John Cena landing right on the legs of those tables that time, and now Kaiser off the middle rope with an uppercut, throwing his own body in harm's way to try to knock Cena unconscious. Into the cover goes Kaiser. And a kick out by the franchise. Remember, John Cena only agreeing to put his career on the line at WrestleMania, a lot of it having to do with his chase for a 17th world title. He said if he can't beat Gunther at WrestleMania, then he has no business trying to challenge for a 17th world title. And tonight, an opportunity for Cena to build some momentum upon putting it all on the line against the ring general in 9 nights. Cena off the kick out. Trying to get his wits about him here. He may be feeling a little bit loopy, maybe seeing stars after Kaiser soccer kicked his dome into the 5th row, and now a steel chair by Kaiser. John Cena is clearly not 100%. Fatigue written on the body language, clearly doesn't know where he is, maybe out on his feet, and if he wasn't already, he certainly is now. Kaiser gonna upset Cena in Boston. Not just yet. Not just yet. John Cena still alive as Ludwig Kaiser is trying to put down the hometown superstar and truly make this an absolutely disappointing trip to Boston tonight. Cena, however, trying to fight back. Break things down into a bare-knuckle fight. Cena coming for a Boston beatdown here off the shoulder block. Cena loaded up for a little 5-knuckle shuffle. Kaiser may be out now. No! John Cena striking while the iron was hot. But Ludwig Kaiser still moving. 5-knuckle shuffle doesn't do the trick. Back suplex. Kaiser going for an amusement park ride. John Cena with his eyes on Kaiser. That steel chair that Kaiser propped up in the corner coming back to haunt him. And now Cena with his eyes on the table that he grabbed just a few moments ago. Cena looking for payback after Kaiser put him through the announce table last Thursday night. I don't know what Cena's got in mind here. John with the springboard stunner. And now Kaiser crawling away. Kaiser trying to create some distance. All the while, John Cena's wheels are a-spinning. Cena, I think, trying to reposition that table. He is. I don't know what he's got in mind here as he hoists Kaiser on top. Cena in hot pursuit. Oh my! Cena going for an attitude adjustment right through the table. Off the top, through the wood, cover by Cena. Cena with a victory here in Boston. What a fight. And what a closing moment as Cena perched Kaiser off the top from the heavens with that attitude adjustment, crashing Kaiser right through the table. Payback for 7 nights ago here on SmackDown.
Here is your winner,
An absolute treat for all of Boston. A resilient effort by the doctor of thugonomics. Cena on his way. Oh, wait a minute. Gunther once again in the aisleway, just as he was last week, cheering on Kaiser. Oh, hold on here. I don't think Cena's going to allow Gunther to intimidate him here in his home soil. Oh, we need to get some help out here before push comes to shove. Referee John Cone's only one guy. I don't think he's going to get between these two heavyweights. Cena's not waiting for WrestleMania. Cena and Gunther coming up blows here at TD Garden. Gunther breaking through security. Gunther throwing haymakers. Cena looking for a bare-knuckle fight. In 9 nights, Cena's career will be on the line. It's all or nothing against one of the most dominating superstars in the history of the WWE. Cena, Gunther, at WrestleMania.